Good morning friends. In today's lecture we learn about the projection of plane. Okay, earlier lecture we learned about the projection of point and projection of line. Okay, today we discuss about the projection of plane. In projection of plane we draw the front view and top view of the plane for different condition. Okay, so before starting today's topic, let's quickly revise what we learned in projection of point and projection of line. Okay, in projection of point we learned that for presenting the point we have two conditions with respect to HP and VP. Okay, for HP, point is either above the HP or below the HP. Okay, and for VP, point is either in front of VP or behind VP. Okay, if the point is above HP, then we draw the point above the reference line, and if the point is below the HP, then we draw the point below the reference line. If the point is in front of vertical plane, then we draw the point below the reference line, and if the point is behind the vertical plane, then we draw the point above the reference line. For the HP, we noted the point with the A dash, B dash, okay, because this indicate the front view of the point, and for vertical plane condition, we noted by A, B, okay, simple small alphabet, because it represent the top view. This represent front view. And another condition, then if the point is on HP or VP, then we represent this point on reference line. Okay, so remember this condition. If the point is on HP or VP, then we represent the point on reference line. Okay, now in projection of line we learned that if the line makes an angle with HP, we noted it by theta. Okay, and we represent this angle on vertical plane. Okay, because it's seen in front view, angle seen in front view. Similarly, when the line makes an angle with vertical plane, okay, we noted it with phi. Okay, and we represent this point on horizontal plane because it's seen in top view. Okay, so these are important topic from projection of point and projection of line. In projection of plane, we draw the front view and top view of the plane for different conditions. Plane means here we take square, rectangle, triangle, pentagon, hexagon, circle, semicircle. Okay, we take this as a plane. Okay, in some case we take the composite plane. For example, here I take the square and use this side as a diameter of semicircle and draw one semicircle at here. Okay, this also called as plane. Okay, if I draw here at one triangle, then it also called as a plane. Okay, so these are the plane, and we draw the front view and top view for this plane for different condition. Okay, in projection of plane we solve the problem in three stages. Okay, first, second and third. Okay, in first stage we draw the true shape of the plane. Okay, true shape of the plane means if the plane is resting on HP, okay, then we draw its front view and top view. Okay, and in second stage we draw the front view and top view when this plane makes an angle with the plane on which it rests. Okay, for example, here in this case point is resting on HP, so in second stage we draw the front view and top view when the plane inclined to the horizontal plane, means it makes an angle theta with horizontal plane. Okay, if the plane is resting on vertical plane, okay, then in second stage we draw the front view and top view when this plane makes an angle phi with vertical plane. Okay, and in third stage we draw the front view and top view for the angle phi in this case. Okay, here I give the name. In case A, we draw the front view and top view for the plane when it is resting on HP. Then second, we draw for the angle theta, and last for the angle phi. Okay, here phi makes by the any side of the plane, side, edge, diameter, etc. Okay, that is given in question. Okay, here in case B, if the plane is resting on VP, then in second case we draw for the phi, and in last case we draw for the angle theta. Okay, so these are the very important points, so please note down. Okay, you just remember that first stage, if the plane is resting on HP, then second stage for theta and third stage 45. If the plane is resting on VP, then second stage 45 and third stage 40 theta. Okay, no need to worry about this because you better understand when we solve the problem. Okay, so just note down this point. Okay, let's see how to draw the true shape for the plane. Okay, here I take the example of one rectangle plane. Okay, rectangle plane of 50 by 30. It is 50 and 30. Okay, in first case I take that this rectangle plane is resting on HP. Okay, means here I draw the rectangle is resting on horizontal plane. Okay, so its true shape rectangle is seen when we seen this plane from the top. Okay, so in top view I draw this rectangle 50 by 30. Okay, so here I draw one reference line. Okay, so here I draw one reference line at here to draw its orthographic presentation. For drawing orthographic presentation, I just simply rotate this horizontal plane to 90 degree in clockwise direction. So horizontal plane is exact below the vertical plane. So here for below the reference line over horizontal plane and above the reference line over vertical. So here I draw this rectangle plane in horizontal plane at here. Okay, so this is my top view for this rectangle plane when it is resting on HP. Okay, I give the name A, B, C and D. Okay, now for drawing its front view, I take the projection from here. Okay, here the plane is resting on HP. Okay, so all 4 points are on horizontal plane, and for resting point on HP or VP, we draw this point on reference line. Okay, so here all 4 points I get on this reference line, XY line. Okay, so here if I give the name A, B, C, D. Okay, then A point I get at here, A and D point at here, A dash and D dash. Okay, I indicate by dash because it's indicate my front view. Okay, then B and C point I get at here, B dash and C dash. Okay, so this is my front view for this plane when it's resting on horizontal plane. Okay, so in orthographic projection I simply just take projection from here to draw its front view. Okay, so here I get my front view for this plane ABCD. Okay, I give the name A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Okay, here if I seen from this for the front view, okay, first A and D points seen at the same point. Okay, but D point are behind the point A. Okay, so I indicated by the bracket. Okay, means this point D is hidden point. Okay, similarly here for B and C point seen by one single point. Okay, but C point is behind the B point, so we indicate by the bracket, means it's a hidden point. Okay, so from this case we conclude that if my plane is resting on HP, then we draw its true shape in horizontal plane, and in vertical plane this plane is seen as a line. Okay, means its top view is seen as a true shape and front view is seen as a line. Okay, now come to the second case. In second case we take that this plane is resting on vertical plane at here. Same plane, same rectangle plane, 50 by 30. Okay, so I give the name at here A, B, C and D. Okay, now I draw its orthographic projection at here. Okay, this rectangle shape or true shape is seen in front view. Okay, so I draw at here in vertical plane and give the name A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash because it's a front view. Okay, now for drawing the top view, if I seen from the top at here, okay, I take projection at here. Okay, all 4 points are on vertical plane. Okay, so we get this point on reference line. Okay, we indicate this point on reference line, this reference line XY. Okay, so here I get my point A and D here projection of B and C are at here, so here I get point B and C. Okay, so this line indicate my top view for this plane. Okay, now if I see from the top, C point are behind the B point. Okay, so I just indicate the C point in bracket, okay, because it's a hidden point. Similarly here D point is behind the point A, so I indicate this D point in bracket, okay, because it's a hidden point. Okay, so here in orthographic projection I just simply take the projection to draw its top view. Okay, so here I get my point A and D, and here I get my point B and C. Okay, here B and C and here A and D. Okay, so this line is give me the top view for this plane. Okay, here I indicate D point in bracket and C point in bracket, okay, because these are the hidden points. Okay, so here conclusion of this case is, if the plane is resting on vertical plane, then we draw its true shape in vertical plane, and in horizontal plane it's seen as a line. Okay, in front view it's seen as a true shape, okay, rectangle, and in top view it's seen as a line. Okay, so from these two cases we conclude that we draw the true shape of the plane on which it is resting. Okay, means if the plane is resting on HP, then we draw the true shape of the plane on a horizontal plane, and if the plane is resting on vertical plane, then we draw its true shape on vertical plane. Okay, let's here I take one pentagonal plane. Okay, pentagon plane is resting on HP. Okay, so here I draw the pentagonal plane. Okay, and give the name A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so this is the top view for the pentagonal plane. Now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection at here from A and B point, from C and E point, and from D point. Okay, all 5 points are on horizontal plane. Okay, so all point I get on the reference line. Okay, so here I get my point A dash, B dash, at here I get C dash, E dash, these 2 points, and I get my D dash point at here. Okay, so this line is give me my front view for this plane. Okay, here A point is behind B point, so I indicate in bracket. Similarly at here I indicate E point in bracket. Okay, now I take another case. Here I take one hexagonal plane resting on vertical plane. Okay, here one hexagonal plane resting on vertical plane. Okay, I give the name A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, and F dash. Okay, so now for drawing its, this is front view. Okay, so drawing its top view, I just take projection on reference line at here. Okay, so here I get my top view. Okay, I get my A dash point at here, A point at here. Here I get my B point and F point. Here I get my C point and E point, and here I get my D point. Okay, I indicate the point F in bracket and E in bracket. Okay, because these points are hidden point. Okay, so from this all cases we conclude that if the plane is resting on horizontal plane, okay, resting on horizontal plane, then in vertical plane it's seen as a line. Okay, similarly if the plane is resting on vertical plane, then in horizontal plane it's seen as a line. Now we resting the plane in horizontal or vertical plane by 2 methods. Okay, either the plane is resting on side or resting on corner. Okay, let's see how to draw when the plane is resting on side or resting on corner. Okay, let's first start with the square plane. Okay, if the square plane is resting on side, okay, then we draw the plane like this, square plane like this. Okay, this is the plane is resting on side, and if the plane is resting on corner, then we draw the square in this way. Okay, means if the plane is resting on side, then its side is on either right side or left side. Okay, I say either left or right, not left hand side. Okay, maybe it's on left side or right side. Okay, you take on left or right. Okay, but I prefer to take this on left side. Okay, so if the plane is resting on side, then I draw the side on left side. Okay, and if the plane is resting on corner, then I draw the corner on left side. Okay, so this indicate the plane is resting on side, and this indicate plane resting on corner. Okay, now for pentagon, if the plane pentagon is resting on side, then I take side at here and draw the pentagon. Okay, this side is on left side because plane is resting on side. Okay, and if the plane is resting on corner, then I take corner at here and draw pentagon plane in this way. Okay, I can take corner on left side. Okay, if the hexagon plane is resting on side, okay, then I take side on left side and draw the hexagon in this way. Okay, and if the hexagon plane is resting on corner, then I take corner on left side at here and draw the hexagon. Okay, so remember this thing and note down because these are the important topics. Okay, in projection of plane there are three types of problem, or I say I categorize the problem in three category. Okay, type 1, type 2 and type 3. Okay, we learn all three types one by one. Okay, I explain all three types by taking rectangle plane. Okay, rectangle plane of 50 by 30. Okay, let's start first with the type 1. Okay, let's see this problem. Okay, these are for type 1. Okay, in this problem given that 50 mm by 30 mm rectangle plane resting on horizontal plane. Okay, here plane is resting on HP. Okay, when I read the plane is resting on HP, okay, as I told you that we solve the problem in 3 stages. Okay, so here given that the plane is resting on HP, so first I write down at here HP, theta and phi. Okay, as I told you, you just remember this thing. If the plane is resting on HP, then second stage for the theta and third stage for the phi. If the plane is resting on VP, then second stage for phi and third stage for the theta. Okay, here the plane is resting on HP. Okay, then second stage for the theta and third stage for the phi. Okay, here in question given that 50 mm by 30 mm rectangle plane resting on HP on its shorter side. Okay, so its shorter side I draw on left side. Okay, so first plane is resting on HP. Okay, on its shorter side. Okay, it makes an angle of 45 to HP. Okay, angle made with the HP is indicated by the theta, so theta is equal to 45 degree. The shorter side on which plane is resting is makes an angle 30 with the vertical plane. Okay, so phi is equal to 30 degree. Okay, and this angle made by the shorter side, okay, on which it is resting. Okay, so these are the important thing. Okay, in all question we write down first these three things. Okay, we draw 3 stages. So first stage for HP, second for theta and third for phi. Now let's solve the problem. Okay, here in this problem given that the plane is resting on HP. Okay, so I draw its true shape on horizontal plane. Okay, for that first I draw the reference line at here. Okay, first I draw the reference line XY. Now the plane is resting on HP, so I draw this rectangle on horizontal plane. Okay, here above the reference line is over vertical plane and below the reference line is over horizontal plane. Okay, so I draw this rectangle on horizontal plane. Okay, and it's resting on shorter side, so I draw the shorter side on left hand side. So here I draw its shorter side, rectangle of 50 by 30 mm. So I draw this line of 30 mm and 50 mm at here. Okay, so first I draw this rectangle at here. Okay, and give the name A, B, C and D. Okay, this distance is 50 mm. Okay, so this is the true shape, or it's a top view for the plane. Okay, now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection. For E, A and D point, I take the projection on reference line at here. Okay, so here I get my point A dash D dash. Okay, I indicate D dash point in bracket, okay, because it's a hidden point. Okay, similarly I take the projection for B and C point at here on reference line. So here I get my point B dash and C dash. Okay, so here I indicate the point C dash in bracket, okay, because it's behind the point B if I see from this side. Okay, so this line give me the front view for this plane, okay, and length of this line is equal to 50 mm. Okay, so our first stage is complete. Okay, it's a simple. In first stage, if the plane is resting on HP, here in question given that the plane is resting in HP, so we first draw the rectangle plane and horizontal plane, okay, and it's seen as a line in vertical plane. Okay, so we just simply take the projection for all these 4 points and we get this line. Okay, here we get the A dash D dash point and here we get the B dash C dash point. Okay, so our first stage is complete. Now let's come to the second stage. In second stage, given that the plane is makes an angle 45 with HP, in projection of line we learned that when the line makes an angle with horizontal plane, we represent this angle on vertical plane. Okay, so we represent this 45 angle on vertical plane. First stage, this plane makes an angle 0 degree, okay, with the horizontal plane. Now this plane makes an angle 45 degree, so I just simply draw this line at angle of 45 degree. Okay, so here I take the angle theta is equal to 45 degree and draw the line. Okay, length of the line is equal to 50 mm. Same, I draw this same line at angle of 45 degree. Okay, so here I get my point A dash D dash, and here I have my point B dash C dash. Okay, I draw this line at angle of 45 degree. Okay, so this is the front view for this line in second stage. Now for drawing the top view, I just simply take the projection at here. For A dash and D dash point, I take projection at here. Similarly for B dash and C dash point, I take projection at here. I just simply draw vertical line at here. Okay, now I take projection from this side also. For point A, one projection line from here and one projection line from here. Okay, so both line intersected here, so I get my A point at here. Okay, similarly for B point, one projection line at here and one projection line from here. Okay, so here I get both projection line intersect at here, so here I get my point B. Okay, for C point, one projection line from here and one projection line from here. Okay, so here I get my point C. Okay, because both projection line intersected here. Okay, similarly for D point, one projection line from here and one projection line from here, so here I get my D point. Okay, so here after joining this 4 point, I get my top view for the second stage. Okay, in second stage we just simply draw this line at angle of 45 degree, so I get my front view at here. Okay, and then we just simply take the projection from here and from here. Okay, so I get 4 points, and after connecting 4 points I get my top view for the second stage. Okay, now let's come to the third stage. In third stage, given that the shorter side on which the plane is resting is makes an angle 30 degree with the vertical plane. Okay, here plane is resting on side AD. Okay, resting on side AD. Okay, here resting on side AD. Okay, so this shorter side is makes an angle 30 degree. Here in this case it makes an angle 90 degree. Okay, but in question given that it makes an angle 30 degree with the vertical plane. Okay, it makes an angle with vertical plane, so we represent this angle on horizontal plane. Okay, so here I just simply draw this rectangle at angle of 30 degree. Here this rectangle is at angle of 90 degree. I just simply draw this rectangle, same rectangle, at angle of 30 degree. Okay, so for that, first I draw one line at angle of 30 degree at here. Okay, this line is at angle of 30 degree, which is given in question. Okay, now I draw same this rectangle at here. Okay, so first I take this side AD at here, same side AD of 30 mm. Okay, so here I give the name A D. Okay, now I measure this distance A, B and draw one line at here at angle of 90. Okay, because this is the rectangle, so this angle is 90 degree. Okay, so here I get my point B. Okay, similarly from D I draw this line, so I get my point C at here. Okay, so connecting B and C, I get the top view for the third stage. Okay, we just simply first draw one line at angle of 30. Okay, then we measure AD distance and represent at here. Okay, we draw the line AD. Okay, then from A point I measure the distance AB and draw one perpendicular line at here, so I get B point at here. Similarly measure CD distance and draw one perpendicular line, so I get my C point. Okay, and then connect C and B, so I get my rectangle plane at here. Okay, this rectangle plane and this rectangle plane are same. Okay, so I get my top view for this third stage. Now for drawing the front view, I just simply take the projection at here. For D point I take projection from here and projection from here. Okay, so here I get my point D dash. Okay, now for A point I take the projection from here and from here, so here I get my A dash point, A dash. Okay, now for B point I take the projection from here and projection from here. Okay, so here I get my B dash point. Okay, same for C point, I take the projection at here and for C point projection at here, so intersection of these two give me the C dash point. Okay, so after joining this point A dash D dash, A dash B dash, B dash C dash and C dash D dash, okay, I get my front view. Okay, okay, here after completion of the question or solving the question, you just need to check that the side or point on which plane is resting is always on reference line. Here we take the plane is resting on side AD. Okay, so we check the point A and D on reference line. Okay, here in first stage point A and D on reference line. Okay, in second stage point A dash and D dash on reference line. Okay, in third stage A dash and D dash on reference line. Okay, so our answer is right. So at the end you just check that the side or point on which plane is resting is always on reference line. Okay, note down this point. Okay, the point or side on which the plane is resting is always on reference line.